Hello, welcome to Support. Support, support, support. First, I would like to thank goodness for support. The one thing my mom taught me to do was support. Voting was something she taught me, so I support voting. The other thing my dad taught me was work extra hard, go that extra mile. There's always somebody willing to do something you're not willing to do. If you're not willing to stand up, somebody else will stand up in your place. If you're not ready to work the extra mile, then somebody else will go that extra mile for you. If you don't want to support somebody else in one area, somebody else will support you in another area. I remember a point in my life where I thought I was the best mom. Boy, you couldn't tell me nothing. But there was actually someone who was a better mother than I was. And it made me humble my ways. Stop thinking I know everything and realize there's somebody smarter, quicker, and smoother than you are. And that's what we have to learn, to support other people in other ways. The one thing that I learned to do, I have privileges that other people don't have. So I learned to take a step back and give that opportunity to somebody else. To some people that's weak. To some people that's ignorant, that's dumb. But to me, I think goodness that I have air, I have water, I have a roof over my head. Some people have it worse than I do. And I understand about not having. Because the one thing that I'm grateful for is my father teaching me. He always taught me to go extra hard, the extra mile. The other thing I'm glad I learned to do, I'm going to read this part about support. Today is a unique day. It only comes to me once every 4 years. It is a sense, an extra day, a special treat. What can I do to make this day really count? How shall I take advantage of these 24 hours? I could begin by making a commitment to be more accepting to others. I shall be more loving of myself, as well as those around me. And I would take the time to enjoy my surrounding and the event which occurred throughout this time. I would close this novel period of my life with gratitude to my higher power for one more wonderful day of living. I'm grateful to be living. I've been through so much in my life. If it wasn't for me seeing me how to support others, step back and let somebody else have an opportunity. The one thing people don't have is always have opportunities. The one thing I had a great opportunity was volunteering and meeting different people and seeing people in different situations, from homeless to being neglected and abandoned to veterans not getting medication. There was a point in my life where I was homeless and I saw how many people were homeless. I volunteered and I read their mail letters to them in the library. I was downtown in the library and I saw how many veterans needed help reading their mail, and I would volunteer and read their mail to them. And they saw that I could read, and it was a line. So I limited, my daughter and me was helping people read. So the one thing that you don't never know is how you can help somebody else, and that gives somebody an opportunity. The one thing I'm grateful for is both of my parents. Everybody don't have an opportunity to have two parents. So the one thing I try to do is teach that and give back and step back and let somebody else take the place and give an opportunity. And what I mean by that is some people don't have the gift to read. Some people don't have the gift to have the ability to work. Some people don't have the ability just to be physical capable of being able to get out the bed. So that was the one thing that I learned to do. People around me where I live at are living just the way I'm living, one day at a time. And some of them do it harder than others. And where we lack at as people, we don't take advantage of the opportunity that somebody else does. And that's what makes me realize I got to work just as hard as they do. I got to take advantage of the opportunity just as much as somebody else does. When I'm sleeping, somebody's grinding. And because of that right there, that's what makes me realize I don't have it all together, but I'm willing to know I can work and improve myself. And that's what support is about. We have to support diversity. The one thing that I was able to do was work harder, where other people were able to have credit, money, other opportunities. I was able to work hard. I'm a hard worker. And that ain't nothing that people didn't understand about me that I grew up doing. I worked hard. And that's the one thing people took for granted. And that's why other people are overpowering us, over laboring over us. And that's where I see and grow in my own neighborhood. I see how their family unit are tighter than the average American family. And that's why I learned my life can be taken advantage of just as much as somebody else if I don't work hard, if I don't get out my bed, if I don't go to my meetings, if I don't cook for my kids, if I don't wash clothes, if I don't labor the way I have to labor because of the situation that I'm in. And I'm grateful for my father teaching me that method about work. Even though it may be old-fashioned, there are other people who are still willing to do it. And as people don't realize how important it is to support people that are not on your level. Step back and give somebody else an opportunity. And that's what I did. The other thing I want to emphasize really is be willing to learn another method of living, because that's what I had to do. When you have it good all the time, sometimes you don't see things. You know, it took for me to get out of my comfort zone and adapt to another lifestyle. And that was hard when I was so used to having love in my life. I was used to having two parents in my life. And now I'm living in a complete different situation. It humbled me. It taught me. It showed me how much I didn't know. And learn to have empathy. Put yourself in somebody else's shoes and realize you can step back and let somebody else have an opportunity. And I'm grateful I learned that, because so many people don't learn that in life. Some people have it good, and don't never give back. And don't realize the effect of you not stepping back can create another monster. In my situation, the other thing I learned to do is help by doing what you can. It don't take a whole lot. Just do what you can. Just do what you can. And what I mean by do what you can, you may can read a letter. You may can watch somebody's child. You may can help tutor somebody else's kid. Take another kid in when they need some help. And the one thing that I was able to do, the library system, it is the greatest system in the world, from up north to the south. The one thing that I learned about the South, respect the South. Up north, we do what we want. In the South, we cannot do what we want. I cannot just stay up to 2 in the morning like up north you can do. I cannot just get on social media and do business like I would like to do. I cannot go see my own family like I would like to do. I cannot even talk to my own family like I would like to do, because I'm in the South and I have to respect their rules, and I understand. I get it. And I had to learn the hard way. That's okay. But I learned. I don't do what I want in the South. And that's what they taught me, and I got it, and I respect it. I'm in the South. I'm not up north. And that's what I had to give up, my freedom to live in the South and do things their way. It may not be something I always agree with. It's uncomfortable at times, but I can live with it. I can live with it. I'm not going to die. It's not the end of the world. And I'm okay with that. And it's okay to agree to disagree and still be humble and respectable to the South. Because at the end of the day, I'm in their state. I have to do their rules their way. And I cannot just get divorced. I cannot just leave and do what I want the way I was raised up north. And that's what people have to understand. We have to agree to disagree. Don't assume and make things up when you don't know the facts and you don't know the truth. This is Kenyatta Delgado. Thanks for letting me share. This is support, support, support.